1386, the Kingdom of East Anglia saw the birth of their greatest son, an Anglo-Saxon warrior destined to be a champion for the ages and a national treasure for all time.
I'm having to shell out millions and millions of dollars every year to just keep this thing going. I'm not going to do that.
Alrighty, I believe we are live. I believe we are. There I am. Hey everybody! Figure I'd just pop in, do a little live video to officially announce that this channel has officially passed 2,000 subscribers. So I want to immediately say thank you to everyone who has supported the channel, started this journey up 2 years ago, and to be now 2,000 members of the Cam Nation strong. It's unbelievable. I'm grateful for it. I really appreciate you guys. I really do. And I'm speechless. However, I do have something in mind for hitting 2,000, which I'll mention here in a little bit. But I figure I'd give give some updates for the channel. Let's do with the obvious one right off the bat, and this is probably going to be what a lot of people have been asking is, hey Cam, why haven't you been streaming? Both on Twitch and here on YouTube. Well, there's a good reason. My last stream, prior to last Friday, was when we hit 1,000 subscribers. And that was when I did the 2 streams, one on YouTube, one on Twitch. Since then, I'm going to be flat out honest with you. The reason why I haven't been streaming is my internet sucked. And the reason why I say it sucked is because I don't have that provider anymore. So I've been with Frontier. I've been a Frontier customer for about I want to say it's been a decade. A little over a decade. And at the time it was like my alternative to back when Sprint was a thing. And it was a little bit better than what I had, and going into 2020, you know, with the pandemic and everything like that, being laid off and all that, I bumped up my internet plan, and it's been okay, but it's kind of not where I wanted to be. So since 2021, one of the issues I've been having, obviously, is with how internet speeds. And obviously, I ain't no city boy. I'm a country boy. So internet speeds in rural areas aren't really that good. I'll flat out admit that. Unlike other places. And plus, pricing was getting a little ridiculous. I mean, they were bumping up my bill almost $10 a year. Like, if I would have stayed with them in 2025, it would have been like over $100 a month, and the speeds would be nowhere even close. And they recently, about a few months ago, actually, I negotiated getting my bill cut down, but in that process, it lowered my speeds even worse. And at the time, I had some stuff I had to get paid off. And once that was taken care of, I went to go contact them about restarting that plan again. And I found out they got rid of it in favor of their fiber optic program, which I wasn't going to shell out the money for that. So I started shopping around for internet providers, and I had one, the first one, the speeds were great. For what they were offering, they were great. And then I was like, okay, well, I'll sign up. So they come out, they go to do their testing, and I will keep in mind where I live, there are a bunch of trees around the place. And they could not get a good signal to do any testing. And that was it. So I had to stay with Frontier again. And at that point, my internet speeds were getting worse. And I said, you know what? I got to find something fast. So my second option, and this was the option I ended up going with, obviously, it was a local company. And luckily, one of their towers is literally right across the road. And they were able to put a dish up so I could get a good signal. And I was like, cool. So I set it up for the next week to get it set up. And now we're up to this past Friday. They came out. They got it all installed. And when they were all done and I did my speed test, I was blown away by how fast I was going. Like 10 times as fast. And I was immediately impressed. And I'm glad I was able to, I gave them, I told them, like I want to do this. I want to have it set up for like gaming and doing like Twitch streams, YouTube streams. And they set me up a plan that would be perfect. And what the speeds I have now isn't the final product. Like, they're going to be doing upgrades here within the next couple of weeks where it'll be even faster. And at decent pricing, too. So, to give you an idea of what my speeds were from Frontier, my download speed was 5.27 megabits, which is embarrassing. And not even half a megabit of upload. So that was it. It's embarrassing. I'll admit it. But now, the speed test I just did with the new providers I have, I have almost 67 megabits per second download with almost 18 megabits upload. So last Friday, so once they left, I decided, you know what? I'm gonna fire up the Twitch stream and we're gonna test it out. And we did a buckshot roulette stream and had some positive feedback. We had a couple things that had to change, like the bit rate, which is not a big deal. But now I can say, like, looking at the replay, it felt so good seeing that I can have the quality of the stream at 1080p at 60 frames a second, where as before I was only at 360 or 7, or was it 360 or 7? I don't know. It's been a while. One of the two. But and before I even started the stream, I called Frontier and told him I was done. I told him, and I was really surprised that, usually when you are canceling, like a service, they try to convince you to stay. Frontier did not do that at all. And I was really shocked, especially with, and I told them why I was leaving, and I said, and I didn't tell them the second reason. The second reason was the pricing. It was too expensive. But I just told them, I was like, well, the speeds in my area are not good enough. And they're like, oh, well, we can understand. And yeah, I ended up, the next day, I ended up sending all their stuff back, and I'll probably never be doing business with them again. But yeah, that's that. So there will be more live streams. Probably my schedule is probably going to be Thursday night through Saturday night. Thursday through Saturday for streams. mainly because of my work schedule. And unless like Saturdays are kind of up in the air depending on if I'm at the racetrack, which if I'm at the racetrack, I'll be streaming, on YouTube. I'll be streaming the race as well. But we'll for sure be doing more live streams on Twitch and YouTube going forward. Especially coming up now that we just passed 2,000 subscribers, so not sure what we'll do, but maybe I might. I've and the other thing too of my internet speeds before I go backtrack a little bit is I also managed. I ended up reinstalling a game I've been playing quite a bit called Sea of Thieves. You might see a Sea of Thieves stream out of me. Now that I've officially I'm now Pirate Legend status. Finally got all my levels up to where they need to be. So you might see a Sea of Thieves stream. You might see some other streams as well. And some other things too might be changing, channel wise as well. I kind of mentioned it last Friday. There's some things I'm looking to do. I'm looking at possibly getting a green screen behind me, so that way you don't see all the clutter behind me. Which I'm currently working on right now, and my workbench is up there. You can see one of my race cars up there. Which we'll get to that in a little bit. So there's that. But yeah, that's mainly the reason why I haven't been streaming the past 4 months. But yeah, we'll definitely. It'll just be like something to do on the weekends. It ain't gonna be like every day. But yeah, there's your reason why I haven't been streaming. Now that we're starting to get to up there in the ranks, I've thought about the idea of possibly. I'm looking into maybe having a merch store. Like with shirts. I'm specifically looking at getting stickers made up. That'll probably be the first thing that get made. And then maybe shirts and hats and, whatnot. So that might be possible. Now there's also there's that YouTube membership that you can get for like a certain amount if you're a channel member or something like that. I'm trying to get to that. I have the subscriber criteria required, or I have that criteria met, but the other criteria is like total public hours watched, or the amount of views on YouTube Shorts, which is another reason why I've been doing a lot of YouTube Shorts, which is basically new content every 6 hours, basically, is trying to get that number up. But it would be nice to, be the doing the whole YouTube membership thing. If that's possible, if I end up getting that, where I could start accepting getting memberships, then I may do maybe a members only stream and whatnot. It's just future stuff. And speaking of live streams, I am still planning on doing a live stream here on YouTube, June 21st. For my BeamNG Drive compilation, my 200th episode. It'll be the first one that is live. That'll be live, as in no editing. It's just we just run them. It'll be a 22 truck lineup, and it will feature I believe it's an alpha version of the Cohen chassis. It's either alpha or beta. I don't remember. But it'll be that, and it will be at Mid-America Indie World Finals. It'll be a 22 truck lineup, and yeah. I will be getting that here set up here real soon. And also, as of this week, if you've noticed lately, the past few months, I've been putting up 3 BeamNG Drive compilations a week. Starting this week, we will be going back to 2 BeamNG videos a week, Mondays and Fridays. And then on June 19th, I know I originally put this for the 26th, but I planned it for the 26th, but I'm going to do it a week early. Starting Wednesday, June 19th, it'll be every Wednesday and every Sunday. I am going to be returning to Rigs of Rods. So Wednesdays and Sundays will be Rigs of Rods content. Mondays and Fridays will be BeamNG Drive content. And then starting Tuesday and Thursday, which is the 25th and the 27th of June, they will be Let's Plays of certain Monster Truck games. Tuesdays will be one game. Thursdays will be another game. And that'll lead up to the end of August, which is Monster Jam Showdown. I will officially say right now that on June 25th will be on June 25th, it'll be the first episode of my playthrough of, you better focus, please. Thank you. It'll be the first episode of Monster Jam Maximum Destruction for PS2. And I'm not sure exactly what will the Thursday episode be. I'm looking at either, I think, Monster Jam Battlegrounds, maybe. Monster Truck Destruction. There's Monster Truck Championship. The Steel Titans, which, I don't know, those probably will be later on in the year. And then, obviously, there's Monster Jam 2007. Monster 4x4, Masters of Metal, and Monster Jam Urban Assault. I'm trying to still try to find a way to do Monster Jam Path of Destruction. So that might be in the works as well. But for sure, the 25th of June we'll be starting Monster Jam Maximum Destruction. And you'll just have to find out for what's going up on the 27th. So, to recap, the new schedule starting the week of the 24th is Mondays and Fridays are BeamNG Drive. Wednesdays and Sundays will be Rigs of Rods. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays will be Let's Plays. And then Saturdays will be mostly for live streams if I'm at an RC race, or if not, then it'll just be all shorts. YouTube shorts for Saturday. So, there's that. And now I want to get to basically the main event. I'm probably going to clip this part specifically. If you follow me on Instagram as of the last couple of weeks, I have been posting these black and white teasers of something. If you've looked at it, it has a date of August 9th, 2024. Those are going to actually get updated because those were supposed to be those were teasers for an event that I was going to do out in Butler, Indiana. On that weekend. and I've thought about it long and hard. And before I even get to that, I'm going to give you a little backstory of what I'm talking about here. Obviously, with the second part of my YouTube name being RC, I've been an RC racer since October of 2017. I started out in RC monster trucks, mostly just running in the state of Michigan. I've ran a couple times out of state, specifically in Ohio. I've racing. I've done races in Ohio. I've done races in Illinois, and I've even done one out in West Virginia. Up until October of 2022. And actually, this all started prior to October 22. It started around August of 2022 is when I got invited out to a RC dirt oval track that's really close by to me. I've done a video on it too. And I kind of got bit by the RC dirt oval bug. And I actually traded a couple chassis for a couple of Traxxas / oval cars, which is one of them right there. And at that point, in October of 2022, I ran what was supposedly my last RC monster truck race. And I started getting into the dirt oval scene in 2023. I've ran all over the state of Michigan. I've ran at Battle Creek, which is Dirt Devil Speedway. I've ran at Ionia, which is the Crater. But my home track is DPRC Speedway out of Applegate, Michigan. That's basically my home track. There was one, the one that I first went to, it was out in Marlette, Michigan. It was called Backlot RC Raceway. That unfortunately closed, and I was looking forward to running that track. But unfortunately, it closed up. Who knows? Maybe one day it'll come back. Maybe it won't. But it won't come back. Try to be optimistic, but so at the end of 2023, I started, getting a relapse because I was starting to miss it. I was starting to miss the RC monster truck side of things. And I started looking into possibly getting a few trucks built again. And over time, I've been buying parts here and there. Originally, I was like, I want to find a event that I'll make my return to. I want to go to a big show to announce my return, to get back in the game, basically. And at first, I thought it'd be pretty cool to make my first race back in almost 2 years at the International Monster Truck Hall of Fame and Museum. But after looking over what's still left to get to finish trucks, to get 4 chassis built, and the fact that I was kind of running out of time. I mean, I'm 2 months out. But I was like, I think it's best to wait a little bit, delay your comeback a little bit longer. And I've really thought about it. And I decided I think it would be kind of ironic that the very venue that I make my return at is also the same venue where I left off. So I'm here to announce on YouTube, and I'll obviously clip this elsewhere. I am here to announce that I will be making my return to RC Monster Truck Racing October 11th through the 13th at the NRCTPA World Championships in Montpelier, Ohio. I do have 4 trucks being built. They will be specifically for Pro Mod and 2.2 dry shaft. But I won't just be doing monster trucks at this event. I will also be derbying. I'll be doing RC Demolition Derbying. I may have 1 car. I may be bringing 2 cars. Who knows? And I might have something up my sleeve that probably no one's ever seen. Like, when you see it, it's either gonna make you be amazed at it, or it's gonna make you say WTF. Let's just say that. But yeah, that's another thing I've been getting into lately is RC Demolition Derby. Been doing that up at it's an RC shop up in Deckerville, Michigan, which for me is about 50 minutes away. Most of these places I go to are at least 40 to an hour away, sometimes up to 2.5 hours away as well. Like there was a time last year where I literally, last year Labor Day weekend, I pulled a double. I went to one race up at Ione at the Crater on Saturday, and then drove 45 minutes to Battle Creek at Dirt Devil Speedway on Sunday, and then made the 2.5 hour drive home afterwards. And I want to do that again for Labor Day weekend, but I've looked at schedules and all that, but there isn't anything for Labor Day weekend this year. So, oh well, but I've been focusing on just running at the local track, because I've been keeping it a secret that only a couple people knew I was getting back into monster trucking. But now it's official. I'm back in the game. What identities I'll be running is to be determined. I mean, they're not determined. No one knows what I'm running, what names I'm running, what bodies I'm running, what they look like. My painter out of California, he's working on them right now. And I will say they won't be replicas, because just recently there was some controversy in the monster truck industry regarding trademarks, and I have no interest in getting a cease and desist from a certain driver out of Texas, or a driver that would, after seeing a cease and desist lawsuit, it'd give you an aftershock. But that's just me. But yeah, that's pretty much this whole stream. Is just say thank you guys for 2,000 subscribers. We're just going on up. We really are. 2,000 subscribers. Twitch streams are coming back. YouTube streams are coming back as well, especially on the 21st. And I'm coming back with RC Monster Truck Racing. Something I've been passionate about the past 5 years, and we're starting it up again. So it's gonna be a fun time. So thank you all so much. We'll probably do a celebration stream either Thursday or Friday. Thursday night or Friday night. If I don't have to work Friday, we'll do it on Thursday night. If I do have to work Friday, we'll do it Friday night. So yes, back in the saddle. Yep, you heard it. You heard it first. We're at it again. Let's get it. as a certain fella from the crater would once say. It's what he's known for. And I love saying that phrase too. But I ain't going to steal his thunder. That's all him. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I don't know what's next. I mean, 2,500 subscribers, 3,000, 5,000 maybe, or maybe even 10,000. Who knows at this point? I'm just along for the ride. So thank you guys so much for all the support. I really appreciate all of you guys. And I'll catch you on the flip side. See ya!
In 1986, the Kingdom of East Anglia saw the birth of their greatest son, an Anglo-Saxon warrior destined to be a champion for the ages and a national treasure for all time.